On three, I want y'all to say, thanks for not being a pussy to yourself. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for not being a pussy. That's, well, fuck. All right, I guess that's like technically correct, which is the shittiest kind of correct, but we're gonna let that slide. As far as I'm concerned, people have only two places to be, either here or dead on the side of the fucking road trying to get here. Okay? And they're going to heaven. But then Netflix watchers that Kathy was talking about, they're gonna be watching shitty future Netflix in hell. When all that good shit's gone and all that's left is like, I don't know, like the shittier Ken Burns documentaries. Oh man. Well, I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. Welcome to Some Souls Church. Is there anyone who's not been to a service before? Anyone out there your first time? Woo! Let's give these folks a round of applause. Come on, people. We're going to snatch up that cherry. That's right. We're going to snatch it right up. Snatch being the key word. Well, for those of you who are new, I want to tell you a little bit about our church. Some Souls Church is a church just for some people, not for all people. And I want to be specific about that because that might sound exclusionary. It's not like a race or gender thing. We want the blacks, the whites, the yellows, the whatever. We want the transgendered. I don't care what you're... Look at these hearts up here right now, okay? These hearts are up here for Valentine's Day. I don't care what your downstairs parts desires are. You're a man, you want to be inside a man, be inside a man. You're a man, you want to be with a cat, you be with that cat if you can make it work logistically. You're a cat, you want to be with another cat, that's fine. Fuck dogs, because I hate them. Anyway, the point is, it takes a special kind of person to be here tonight, and I appreciate y'all for being here with us. Okay. I want to say introduction to, well, he doesn't need much of an introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy St. Oaks, our altar boy. That's right. Randy has the skin of a Latvian child. And when he awakes in the morning, his breath smells of sweet fermented milk and Marlboro Lights. Don't ask me how I know that. Thank you, Randy, for everything you do. Randy was out in Colonial Williamsburg while we were up there, and he said he found a colonial drink that he really liked. He said it was a colonic. It was his favorite thing. He said it was tasty and wonderful. And he came back with that mustache. I want to thank Ethel, our organist. Let's give Ethel Willie a round of applause. Come on, people. Ethel was born in 1929 in the town of Mexican Hat, Utah. She's on the Wikipedia page from that town. You can look it up for people from Mexican Hat, Utah. She grew up playing her uncle's organ in her uncle's basement. Fingers of an angel. And then, of course, oh my God, my sweet Kathy. Look at you, Kathy. Every now and then I reminisce about when I first met Kathy. Before she was, does anyone know what Kathy did before she was our youth minister? She was we can just say whore, that's fine. I remember pulling up down on K Street in 10th before all them fancy buildings were there, and she climbed into my sticky car because I'd seen lots of prostitutes that night, so the car was sticky. But not for sex. I looked at Kathy square in the eye and I said, "What are you doing out here, filleting? Putting condoms on with your mouth?" Fuck off, Randy. And I said, "Why are you out here with these Johns prostituting yourself with man when you could be with me prostituting yourself for God?" Because let's face it, there's a whole lot more money in it, right? Come on, people. Anyway, she looked back at me with that face just covered in sweat and glitter, looking like Kesha. And she said yes, and she's been with Some Souls Church ever since. That's right, Kathy, you are the soy sauce to my edamame, you are my Ruby Tuesday sampler platter, and I could not do this without you. And last but not least, I suppose, my name is the Reverend Dr. Stevedore Maybelline Bidet, Esquire. I am a reverend, your spiritual leader. If it's your first time, I'm still already your spiritual leader. You just didn't know it, that's why you're here. I'm a veterinary doctor. I run a women's shelter for cats. It's called Reverend Bidet Spay and Pray. That's right. Snip and clip and get on our knees and pray with when we do it all. I'm a cat ophthalmologist. That laser eye surgery thing is kind of freaking me out because if I fuck it up, that cat's head's just gonna explode. Gonna be parts of Nicolas Cage everywhere. And I'm happy to be here in front of y'all tonight.